I
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be reacting to The Only Player That Matters by Jxmyhighroller. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video, comment if you want me to do any more of these, and yeah, let's get into the video.
I think it's about time we all agree. The Warriors don't just need Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is the Warriors.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's Jimmy. And over the last few seasons,
I just have to pause that for a second because I love Jxmyhighrollers videos, and I miss Trap Sax so much. It was such a good track. I miss it so much, man.
there has been a lot of blasphemy on Stephen Curry. Doubt, hate, disdain, bitterness. Although Curry has proven himself to be a champion, an MVP, and one of the most revolutionary players the game has ever seen, a lot of basketball fans continue to doubt his greatness. Why this is, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because seeing a relatively small player put up 30-foot bombs like their layups isn't good for the game.
Why? I mean, I know this video was made like 2 or 3 years ago, but a lot has changed. About people's opinion on Steph Curry. There's still some haters out there. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, a lot of people love Steph Curry. A lot of people love what he's done for the game. I think he's the greatest shooter of all time. Even though he himself said in an interview that he's not the greatest shooter of all time until he passes Ray Allen. And I don't think that's true because Ray Allen played a significant more amount of years to reach at his amount of 3-pointers than Steph did. And he's only just a few hundred away from breaking Ray Allen's record. Honestly, if the season was longer, I think he could actually break Ray Allen's record this season. But because the season only has a few games left, I don't think he can do it. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what Jimmy's got to say.
Maybe it's because he's been a catalyst in the whole positionless basketball movement over the last few years, and basketball purists can't stand to see the traditional big man nearly being eradicated from the league altogether. Or maybe it's because he does that little thing with his mouthpiece. I don't know. For some weird reason, people can't stand that. But whatever the case may be, one thing is for certain. The Warriors need Stephen Curry.
I can imagine how. Let me turn the quality of this up. I can imagine that these stats that he's about to bring out have changed drastically in the last few years. Because I know the Warriors needed Steph back when they were winning titles, but I think now this stat would have been even more impressive if he did it right now. So yeah, that would be. It would. I think it would be even better. Uh, the stats that he's gonna show, it's gonna be even better. I think his stats would be way better now, considering the fact that every single game, he's missed 8 games for the Warriors this season, and the Warriors only won 1 game, and that game was against the that game was against the Grizzlies. uh, that game was against the Grizzlies, which they had to Wiggins had to score 40 points, and Wiggins is honestly very inconsistent. The entire Warriors roster is actually inconsistent. So yeah.
They could do without Durant or Draymond or Clay or anyone on the bench, in the front office, or on the coaching staff. But they have no chemistry, no rings, and no dynasty without Stephen Curry.
Damn.
Today, we're going to dive into the truth of this harsh reality and why exactly this is. So, if you've been watching my channel for some time, you know that I'm probably the biggest LeBron fan there is.
Yeah.
And over the past decade, as a LeBron fan, I have had the pleasure of watching the man tear apart some of the NBA's best teams, defeat some of the best players the game has ever seen, watching his legacy unfold in front of my very eyes. Now, of course, throughout the years, he has had his fair share of shortcomings, but all in all, he almost always finds a way to let his dominance be known. But over the past few years, there has been one man, one small, Light-skinned man who LeBron cannot seem to get the best of. A guy that has virtually changed the course of LeBron's career and, quite frankly, the course of NBA history. Time after time, I had to sit back and watch Curry pick apart, dismantle, and humiliate LeBron and the Cavs.
Yeah.
Time after time, I had to watch this man do things that had me thinking I was watching a game of 2K with the sliders turned all the way down. How does he do that? He's just getting lucky. There is no way he can do that again. And then he does it again. And again.
And again.
But he can't do that for an entire season. And then he does. Well, I mean, he definitely can't do that next season. There's no way. Nobody is that good. Oh, great.
Wow.
He received back-to-back MVPs, one being the only unanimous MVP in league history. Yeah, but he's a shot chucker. He can't lead a team. Oh, wait. Never mind. He just led his team to the most regular season wins in NBA history and 3 titles in 4 seasons. Well, guys, the jig is up. I can't sit here and deny it any longer. As a fan of the game, I cannot stand by and refute this anymore. Stephen Curry is one of the best players in NBA history, and he's not just one piece on one of the greatest teams ever. He is the piece on one of the greatest teams ever. No Curry, no Warriors. And yet, somehow, there are basketball fans out there who still think this guy isn't all that great.
Yeah.
But I can tell you stories of Curry's greatness all day. So here are some numbers to back it up. Numbers that clearly demonstrate how important Steph really is. With Curry on the floor, the Warriors win a lot. Over the past 2 seasons, when Steph plays, the Warriors have won 80% of their games. Over that same time span,
I know this percentage has drastically decreased this season. A lot. Considering that Steph only missed 8 games this season with the Warriors, so I won't be surprised if this percentage has decreased to about 60-70%.
Warriors have only won 52% of their games without Steph. That's a 28% drop in win percentage just because of one guy. And well, you may be thinking he is one of the best players in the NBA. Of course, his team is going to be worse without him. But just how bad they are without him is staggering. To put this into perspective, last year, James Harden won the NBA's most valuable player. When Harden was on the court, the Rockets won 76% of their games. When he wasn't, they won 54%. A 22% difference. A significant drop, but not as drastic as Curry's non-MVP seasons. But the thing is, none of the NBA's best players have quite the impact Curry does. Over the past 2 seasons, when the Bucks have Giannis, they win 57% of their games. When they don't have him, they win 75%, an increase of 17% without their star. Take a look at Curry's peers at the point guard position and you'll see the same thing. When Westbrook is playing, the Thunder win 59% of the time. When he's not, they actually win 60%. With Kyrie Irving, the Celtics win 63% of their games. Without Kyrie, they win 67%. Take the best point guard in NBA history, Magic Johnson. While in his prime, the Lakers won 77% of their games with Magic and 60% without him.
Damn.
Still not nearly the impact Curry has. Now, I'm not saying this statistic shows the whole picture, but it does give you a glimpse at how valuable Steph really is. But it doesn't end there. The Warriors are infamously known for having the most stacked team the league has ever seen, but Curry's supporting cast may not be as influential as you may think. Let's look at the numbers.
Okay.
Without Durant on the floor, the Warriors are a plus 15 point differential per 100 possessions. In other words, without Kevin Durant, the Warriors are still statistically the best team in the NBA. So let's take things up a notch. Let's say Durant and Klay Thompson are on the bench. The Warriors are still a plus 14. But for good measure, let's take KD, Klay, and Draymond out of the game and leave Curry to play with the remainder of the Warriors roster, not including DeMarcus Cousins. Without Klay, Draymond, and KD on the floor, Curry and the rest of the Warriors roster are a staggering plus 14-point differential per 100 possessions. A number so impressive, it would be a league-leading offensive rating. In fact, only 3 other NBA teams in the last 10 seasons have achieved an offensive rating of that caliber. Steph makes such an impact on the court that without their 3 other All-Stars, he still makes the Warriors offense the best in the NBA. But it doesn't end there. If you flip the script and put Curry on the bench but leave in the Warriors' other 3 All-Stars, Golden State's offense plummets to a plus 5-point differential through 100 possessions.
Damn, so without KD, they're the best offense in the league. Without Durant and KD, without KD and Klay, they're still the best offense in the league. Without KD, Draymond, and Klay, they're still the best offense in the league. And then without Curry and just leave KD, Dre, and Klay, they become an average offensive team. That's crazy, bro.
But let's say Durant is left on the floor without Curry, Klay, or Draymond.
Wow.
Many NBA fans would argue KD is the Warriors' best player, so he should be able to carry the Warriors in the same fashion that Stephen Curry does without his supporting cast, right? Well, without his all-star teammates on the floor, KD and the Warriors' offense falls to a minus 0.5 point differential.
Below average? Oh my god. Now I know there's a lot of people, most Warriors fans think that Steph is the better player than KD. But I know people who hate on the Warriors always say that Curry's not the best player on the Warriors. Well, this just proves the fact right here that Curry was the best player of the Warriors during those years. He really was.
When Curry doesn't have any other All-Stars on the court to help him, the Warriors literally have one of the most lethal and efficient offenses in the NBA in the last decade. Put KD in the same situation and the Warriors' offense is below average. But wait, there's more.
Wow.
Over the past couple seasons, the argument for who is the best player on the Warriors has been up for debate. Durant or Curry? Well, this might change your mind once and for all. Without Durant, the Warriors won a championship and secured the most wins in a season of any NBA team in league history. But more recently, the Warriors have found an absurd amount of success without Durant. Over the past 3 seasons, the Warriors have won 82% of their games without Kevin Durant. That is more often than they won with KD. That also includes their 21-game win streak they achieved without KD in 2017. Yes, the Warriors went 21-0 without KD for 6 months straight. Without Durant, the Warriors are 27-6. Without Curry, 22-20. Something to really think about. But the thing is, as important as Curry's impact on the court is, it's what doesn't show up on the stat sheet that really makes Steph, Steph. The swagger, the brotherhood, a sense of reassurance that if Curry is on the court and on your side, somehow, some way, he'll find a way to lead you to the promised land. He may not always take the last shots or make the final stop on defense, but you can guarantee with near certainty that he will play his immense role and get the job done almost every single time. Bruce Frazier, player development trainer for the Warriors, says he loves the game. He loves life. He has great energy. The joy he brings to the game, it's very contagious. It permeates throughout the entire organization. Quite simply, without Steph, things like this happen. Stephen Curry may not be the biggest, the fastest, the best defensive presence, or even the best scorer on the Warriors.
That's true.
But one thing is crystal clear. Stephen Curry is the heart and soul of arguably the best team in league history, and I think it's time we all recognize that. And really, all you have to do is look around the league to see Curry's impact. For the past few decades, three-point popularity has increased at a slow, creeping pace. For the most part, threes were seen as inefficient. The mindset has almost always been work the ball down low and get your big man involved. The closer the shots, the better the shots. But ever since Steph showed the basketball world that the three-point shot is actually the most advantageous variable in all of basketball, everyone's opinions on the dreaded three ball have changed drastically. Of course, he isn't the only player to change our opinions on the matter, but he
Yeah.
is without a doubt the most impactful. So, I'll leave you with this. Here is a graph showing the progression of three-point shots taken per game by NBA teams from 1998 to 2013. For the most part, the three-point shot has increased in popularity, but very slowly. At one point in time, the three-point rate actually didn't change at all. The amount of threes taken every game by teams didn't budge for multiple seasons in a row. Simply put, for the last 3 decades, three-pointers were seen as a slightly viable strategy on occasion. Now, here's the progression of three-pointers taken since Stephen Curry's first MVP season.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Stephen Curry isn't valuable to the Warriors. He is the Warriors. Hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.
Okay. Hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. Thank you for watching this video.